Hey guys, welcome back to ADP Art Creations. Look, today I won't keep you guys long. I will be going live on Thursday about 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I had to get up in here and talk a little bit about what is going on with the Chicago sky. What is the forecast for Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso? What I see is we got a lot of tornadoes and thunderstorms up in the Chicago sky. The weather is not looking good. I don't see any sunshine. And so let's talk about it real quick. Okay, so this is the second season for our Twin Towers, right? Last year was, their learning experience. They had a coach that they trusted, right? To a certain point, they trusted her. She knew them. She knew her players. Listen, as an educator and coaches, we all line up in the same area for us. We want the best for our students or our players, right? So in order to do that, you have to tap sorry guys. In order to do that, you have to tap into their mental. You have to get to know your players. You got to get to know what they like and what they don't like. Oh, hey, big girl, I'm only going to be up here probably like 30 minutes. I hadn't planned to go live today. I will be going live on Thursday at 9:30 p.m. But I didn't plan on going live. But last night, that game, it was just a lot. So I wanted just to come up here and discuss the forecast for our Twin Towers right now. So we started last year. We didn't do too bad or whatever for us last year. Actually, I think we did a great job with a new coach coming in. But one thing about Teaspoon, she know offense and defense. She knew her players. She got to know her players. That is important. In order for you to teach anybody, whether it's a student, whether it's a player, you got to know your players. You got to know what they can do, what they can't do, and how, hey, Patricia, and how you can adjust, get them to adjust to your system. Now, okay, so let's go into the beginning of this second year for our Twin Towers, right? Listen, guys, it's just teaching is teaching, whether you're a coach or whether you're a teacher, right? So when it comes to Angel and Kamilla, and I add Mickey in there too in a minute, but when it comes to Angel and Kamilla, they trusted. You got to look at this was their first year last year in the WNBA, right? So they formed a bond and trust with Teaspoon. It takes a minute for you to accomplish that, right? So as they're, going through their season, they're trusting her. They're playing better. The atmosphere of these players makes a difference on the court. I don't care what nobody says. You have to know your players. You don't have to know everything, but know enough where, hey, they respect you. They look up to you. They're going to go out there and they're going to play their best. Even if they know the odds are against them, they still going to go out there and play their best, right? So what do we have here? We don't even know what we got here this year. So, by Teaspoon doing that, it allowed the ones that wanted to help, the ones that wanted to listen, the ones that wanted to form a bond and a family, type of atmosphere with their players, that happened. The other ones that didn't, it didn't happen, right? So what I'm noticing with the Chicago Sky and our Twin Towers and some other players as well is the atmosphere. Guys, I don't care. If that atmosphere is not set, if that atmosphere is not right, they're not going to perform in the way that we know they can. They're not even going to try to attempt to do it in the way that we know that they can. Yes, we want them to do certain things, certain plays and all that stuff, but it starts with that mental. It starts with them being comfortable. That's just like a baby. You can't leave your child with everybody. You know what I'm saying? They're not, you don't know, they look comfortable in the beginning, but they might not be comfortable after you leave. You know what I'm saying? So it starts off like that. So what I'm seeing now is that they're not comfortable. They're there, but they're not, they don't seem to me, in my opinion, to be comfortable yet. And you can understand that because they're only in 7 games in, and they just meeting this coach. You got to remember, Angel and Kamilla ain't really worked with Tyler Marston that long. You know what I'm saying? Kamilla was overseas. Angel was doing her thing in Rival, right? We know these young ladies got the skills. We know what skills they have. We know that they can do them. But guys, if that atmosphere is not set right, the rain and them storms gonna keep on coming. And when you see that people actions don't line up with their words, watch out, because those actions speak louder. You can go up here and you can say anything you want to say, right? But you better keep those receipts and have that action to back it up. If you don't have that action to back it up for your team and your players, all you doing is doing that rah-rah. Nobody don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to hear that. So I'm looking at, we never played this bad last year. We might have had our losses or whatever and stuff like that, but we never played this bad in the beginning. And it's all good, you know what I'm saying? I see the Sky doing better, but you gotta put your faith in there. I'm a Redskins fan. I've been a Redskins fan all my life. Until we got JD5, we was in a, oh my God, uproar. We were losing like left and right. So for me, if I'm gonna be a fan, I'm gonna be a faithful fan. I'm gonna stick with them when they up, and I'm gonna stick with them when they working on stuff. I'm not gonna say they down, because we have to be very careful what we say and what we put in the atmosphere on these people's lives, you know, even though we're fans and stuff like that. So when you're speaking positive, that's great, right? So, okay, let's tap into this now. Last night, me and Big Girl talked about this, guys. We talked about this. We said, what is he gonna do if he doesn't have Sloop? You wanted Sloop to be the leader of your team. Did you verify that with the rest of the team? Because it don't look like it. I'm just saying. But I like you, Sloop, and I wish you the best on your recovery. I'm just going by what I see. We can talk a good game, but it's what we see, right? So you wanted her to be the leader of this team. You mean to tell me you didn't have a backup plan, that you centered all your plays around this one player? And look what's going on. She didn't know that was going to happen. We didn't know that was going to happen. Nobody knew that was going to happen for Sloop. You know, imagine how she feeling now. You know, the baby, you know, just came and everything. She's celebrating and she want to do her thing on the court or whatever. Understandable. But what we have to start doing as a society, as a whole, stop putting people on a pedestal. Stop putting them on the forefront when God didn't put them there. When their time comes, their time comes. That's the biggest mistake you can do, is put someone. Anybody can lead. Anybody can lead. Yes, they can. They can lead. But what makes a good leader is that they have everybody in. They got to have, not only they got to have a good heart, they got to be unselfish. You know what I'm saying? They got to know the players. Everybody can't tell me nothing. That team feeds off of Angel Reese's energy. If watch the rest of the games. If Angel Reese's energy is off, the team is off. I'm just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to get everybody together, you know, or whatever, and make things happen. But you know what? That's a true leader. A true leader will be unselfish. She will put others before herself. She will make sure everybody shines along with her, not just her. I know they play the Liberty on Tuesday, Big Girl. So on Thursday, you know, I'm gonna do like a progress report when I go live with everybody and stuff like that. I am gonna put it up ahead of time so you guys will know too. And I'll put it in there with KSAP now so they could come over and stuff like that too. We play the Liberty, Big Girl. But if we put the plays in there for Angel and Kamilla and put Michaela, I'm not going to be beating Michaela up or Kamilla or Angel. And yes, we want them to do better. And I love the way that the Players Club explained it. I love the way that KSAP just broke it down plain and simple and kept it real yesterday. He has to put Angel back in her position. He has to put Kamilla back in her position. Michaela needs to go back in her position, because you can't tell me from last year she forgot this year her skills, right? She didn't forget them skills. What you cannot do with players, and if you're an educator like me or whatever the case may be, listen, when you're teaching someone something new, hey bro Claude, I ain't gonna be up here long. I was just coming up here because I had to talk about yesterday's game. when you have these players or you have these students and you want them to go to the next level, right? In order to do that, you are going to have to do step by step. You can't just take a player or a student out of a position and expect them to just fly like the big dogs. No, it's gonna take go in there, Casey. It's gonna take time or whatever, and for them to get it. It's gonna so if you I'm saying like this. If Marsh wanted to, which he's already doing, he got them in different positions, right? If he wants to do that, okay, do that, but don't do it as fast because they're just learning. So if you want to take Angel Reese and say, hey, I want her to play this position, okay, gentle, give her a certain amount of minutes or whatever, quarter 1, 2, 3. Hey, when you go in second quarter, I want you to handle this right here. When you go in first quarter, I want you to do this right here. You cannot expect a player or a student to just jump into the unknown without teaching them step by step. Everybody learns different. Hey, Elle, hey, Van, hey, Bro Claude. So you cannot just take a player and say, hey, I'm gonna put you in this position and I just want you to do this position, but you did this different position last year. You have to be gentle. Okay, Michaela, I'm gonna put you in this position, but guess what? I want you to do this in the fourth quarter. I want you to do this in the second quarter. Not you go out there and expect them to do just some miraculous. Well, you can. They can do all things through Christ who gives them strength if they believe. But we have to be real about it. God is teachable. God teaches us step by step. You have to be able to teach our Twin Towers step by step. They look. They had a clip, I saw it today, and I saw Angel's face. They said, okay, this is the clip from the end of the game. Man, guys, y'all go check it out. Just look. We could tell that they're not together. It's no unity. You know what I'm saying? And also, Big Girl said something too. Guys, go check and look out when they were in the locker room. When they was in that locker room, they was congratulating Sloop. Check the atmosphere out. That'll always tell you. Check it out, and you can feed off of that on what's going on. Yes, it is. Prayer without works is dead. You are right, Bro Clyde, but works could be different types of things. Works could be like being obedient. Works could be like being like Angel, sitting back, unselfish. Letting these players play, even though she see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So the work could be different. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. We're gonna go to the store after Mom get off, okay? Hi, Lincoln. Get move. Go in there. Okay. Sorry, guys. Moo wanted to go to the store and he wanted to get him a ring pop, so we're gonna have to go and get him a ring pop. But yeah. So as I was saying, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Wait, you cannot be in Thailand. Get in there. Go sit down. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I told his big brother to get him, and he just keep letting him run in there. Yeah, I got to get him, Bro Clyde, when he acting up, But my son to get him, hopefully, or whatever. Oh, okay, Elle. I hope you feel better. Thanks, Brian, for coming in. So, guys, I know we all exhausted. I know we overwhelmed about what happened. Come, look. You want to say hi? Say hi. Hi. Say hi, are you? I love you too. Okay, tell Kylie to give you some special treat, okay? Are you going to stay with Mommy? You want to sit with Mommy?
I want special treat.
You want special treat? Okay, we'll go get it when I get off the live, okay? You okay with that? Okay, take a deep breath.
Please, you want it?
You want it?
Go away.
Okay. All right, so go in there. Kylan, give him a look. Kylan, give him a look. Yeah, so we got to figure out what's work. But we're going into game 8 on Tuesday with the Liberty. I think they could win it possibly because I want to say that I don't know for sure if JJ's out, so it might help a little bit, but I'm not for sure if she's out or not or whatever the case may be. But we're gonna have to figure out a new game plan. That means Tyler gonna have to get together and have a backup. But from what I'm seeing, and I don't want to say it, but they look like they are not on one accord. They don't look like they together. They don't look like they trust their coach, but they respect their coach by the looks of it, by the looks of the plays. Sometimes you gotta switch things up, even though you don't want to. He went back to the same rotation, the same type of lineup of whatever he did before. So we're seeing that in the game, it's not working. How in the world did Bam Bam get more minutes than Maddie? I'm so glad he put Maddie out there, but Maddie should have been out there, not just in the last quarter. Shoot, put her in the third and fourth quarter too. Like, balance it out. But it was just so bananas yesterday. Everybody was out of sorts. That happened when you build around one player. That happens. At least with Teaspoon, she knew the skills her players had. She knew when to put her players in and when to take her players out. Yeah, their style of play is what it is, Patricia. Their style of play is bad. He got to figure out something. Look, I'm not a coach, but I'm an educator, and even I know this. I'm looking at the game with the eye test. Anybody can see that it's not clicking with certain rotations. Why do you put Allen in that startup? This is what I want to see in that startup. I want to see Allen. I want to see Kamilla. I want to see Angel. I want to see AA. And who else can we put in there? No, Nurse need to come off the bench. Who am I missing that I would like to see in that front lineup? Maybe, I don't know, because E. Willett and Michaela kind of neck and neck. I mean, from the last games we've seen, to be honest. So I don't know if they play the same position or whatever the case may be, but maybe we can switch it off and put one of them in that starting lineup and see what happens. But you can't have Kamilla and Angel on the bench at the same time. You can't have Angel sitting but so long on the bench like yesterday. I don't know what's going on with this third quarter, but they got to figure that out too. But they can't figure it out if they got a coach that don't want to figure it out, or he's trying, but he's not trying at the same time. He'll come and give us a good game, but his actions not speaking for it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I hope allegedly that they're not trying to sabotage his team or whatever the case may be, but we'll just have to see, right? And another thing that goes with this, guys, listen, we see our girls not playing the best that they can play. We see that they are they're not working out. That's because of that atmosphere. That's because of the coaching. It all boils down to the coaching. Yeah, we're gonna give him grace. We'll be 8 games in, but come on now, let's see. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes in life, you have to stop being man's toilet paper. Now, by all means, if you want to be his toilet paper, then go right ahead. But that's when some action gonna start coming to play. So be ready for the action. But if you want to do the right thing, do the right thing. And hey, they're just gonna have to take it. Spoon did it. You know how we was on Spoon about putting Kenny Carter in there, and she knew what the behind closed doors what was probably stacked against her, but she still did the right thing by her players. Players are just not about making money. Players are just not about making plays that we like. Players are human. In order to understand our players, it takes us back. You gotta understand their mental. You gotta understand what they like, what they don't like, what tears them down, what bothers them, and don't say, oh, everybody needs a degree to be able to tell when somebody's going through something. No, you can pick it up. Discernment is real. We all got it. You can pick it up. You know what's real and what's not. But how are you gonna come into a new atmosphere and say, hey, we're gonna switch it? You can't put a leader in there. If you cannot put a leader in a position that's not ready for it. You cannot put a leader in a position that they have not been called to do. Just because a person is older, just because the person been in the game long enough, does that mean another person cannot come and lead? Well, guess what? We can all lead together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what makes Angel Reese stick out. Not just her energy, but her faith. She might be going through it, guys, but her surroundings and her backup, her faith is strong. You know, I don't just be going up here following these players just for fun. I follow these players to check up on them to make sure they're okay. Let me tell you something. I know people have their opinions about Miller going home and playing ball at home. That's that girl's home. Imagine being away from your family, like Big Girl said. I think Big Girl was saying, like, since she was 15 years old. It's not that easy getting your family over here back and forth. But when I saw her the other day, guys, knowing that she's going to go see her family and play over there, her whole aura, you could just tell it's different. Like she was so happy. She was talking about something else, but you could just tell they was asking her about Brazil and stuff like that. And you could just tell her whole aura was different. Sometimes people need that. They need that. She needs her mama. She needs her family, and then come back and be refreshed. Especially when you're going through a second year in the WNBA. You got a new coach. You got new coaches. You got a new surrounding. You're gonna need that time to adjust to those people. But you have to build a trust, and you're not gonna be able to build no trust in no 7 or 8 games. Not. Because I say that because Kamilla and Angel were in, Kamilla was in China and Angel was, in Rivals. So they really didn't spend a lot of time with Tyler Marsh and the coaches or whatever. But let me say this and let me make this clear. No matter how they try to do Angel, no matter how they try to do our Twin Towers, no matter how many times they tell the stories, twist the plot, the ending of the story is what God got for these young ladies are for them. And I mean, nobody is going to be able to stop that. Watch what I tell you. If you think Angel not going to shine, she is. It's all in his timing. If you think Kamilla is not going to get up and be that beast, that Miller killer that we know she is, she will. But this is their second year and the atmosphere is not clicking. Nobody is clicking. You mean to tell me, and yes, I seen it, nurse. I got to call you out. We cool and everything, but I saw it. You mean to tell me you see an Angel open and you don't want to play team ball? You coming over to their team. You're supposed to be helping them out. I see it. You look right at her and then you went up and tried to make a basket and still missed the basket. Get out of here with that. Come on, we got to be real about stuff. Well, Elle, I think so too. And also, I think that it helps her in the WNBA. And then, like you said, like we have to look at too, like we don't know her family situation. We don't know if she's trying to get them over here, or we don't know what the case may be when it, when it comes to her family. But we know as parents, Elle, and we know as parents and teachers of whatever, and moms, that it makes a difference when you are around your family, when you can get that. Kamilla can't see her family every day. Did y'all know Angel mom was at the game yesterday? Angel got that. So her mom sees it. You think her mom don't see that? You think they ain't talking behind closed doors? Okay, watch some changes be made. Now, it may not be the changes that we want, but some changes gonna get made because enough is enough. You can go up there and you can be with people and you can talk a good game, but that good game is not gonna last because some action's gonna take over. Oh, okay, Elle. Thank you. Okay, and that's understandable. Too. That's very understandable. So yeah, and see that's the thing. Her mom may not want to come to the U.S., but she feel like she needs to be over here to play ball to provide for her family at the same time. And moms don't be. Look, we love our kids and stuff like that, but sometimes their moves gonna be different from what we want or how we want things to go, but we still believe that they they're adults and they can do their thing or whatever and stuff like that. So that's good to know though, Elle. But I just seen when I seen her on TikTok, she was doing a live or whatever. I just seen like her whole just face expression, just it was just so different. Like, hey, I need this break because they in a environment and it's like a tornado storm going on. All hell is breaking loose in that on that court. I mean, it's just ridiculous. If we seen it, I know they seen it. I don't care if you go up there and say, "Oh, of course, yes, be behind your players, but also take accountability at the same time." Ken Nurse so far has been a major disappointment. I don't know what's going on with Nurse Brian. I think that we got to be a team if we're going to not just have it be about the Twin Towers, AA, or whatever the case may be. We're gonna have to come together, and let me tell you who's gonna do that. What's her name? Angel Reese. Watch what I tell you, because they feed off of Angel's energy. I don't care what nobody say. She got an energy, and it's an unselfish energy that they like to feed off. But when she going through, you notice the whole team. If Angel was up there and she watch what I tell you. If her energy was different, she like, okay, yeah, we got you, Sloop. We still got your back. We know what happened. We're going to go out there and represent. But when you don't have no plays for me, when you're not running no plays with me, then that's a different story. And then also, check this out. You be taking out Kamilla and Angel at the same time, or you take them both out. I mean, yeah, you take them both out at the same time, or you switch them up and then you strict their minutes. But you said you wanted to build the team around them. But then you go back and you do the opposite. You can talk all you want to. The actions is showing. And I seen some people say, we're not going to give Marsh grace like we did Teaspoon. They gave Teaspoon no grace. We gave Teaspoon grace because we're dedicated fans. But a lot of some of the other fans and some of the fake fans or whatever you want to call them, they didn't give Teaspoon no break or whatever. But Teaspoon, when she came in, a new coach, they still didn't lose like this. I would love that, L. I would love for teams to bring on psychologists right there on the game. So when they have those, sorry guys, when they have those breaks or whatever the case may be, halftime or whatever, that they can go in there and regroup themselves. That's what, about 15 minutes? Hey, you need 5. Give me 5. Give me 2. 2 minutes to regroup. You know my moo-moo, my casing, right? He has autism or whatever. You can he got his speech and his OT, so they're like our family guys or whatever. They can go in there and say one thing to Kason. It's a certain thing they say to Kason, and Kason is good. Sometimes Mama got to get real. I got to tell Kason a little stuff because he's very persistent. So I got to get real with Kason or whatever. But for the most part, it's certain things that you can say to him, and it just clicks like that. You don't know. You get up in there, you get that psychologist in there, and psychologists 9 times out of 10 know all different types of people. That psychologist will be like, here, this is here. I'm giving you this. I'm giving you this. And the thing about it, L, it's not just Angel that needs it. It's the whole team. The whole team needs it. Needs to have that. You know what I'm saying? To be up there. It should be like, oh, thank you, L. It should be like, I don't want to say a requirement, but it needs to be put in place. It really does, because something is gonna have to change. I think the whole team, yes, the whole team, and not just like I said. I know that Angel has the energy that represents for everybody else, but we also got to get her grace too, because she's trying to put everything on her back. And I don't want to look. Y'all can talk about them points. Y'all can talk about them rebounds. Y'all can talk about whatever. Until we get them players, their mental health together, where they can form as a team, they're gonna still go out there and do the same thing. Yeah, I do. L. I don't want to hear no hate tolerated T-shirts. I don't want to hear. They got good receipts that you can go look up to help the WNBA players. But you're right, we need something on site. You talking a good game, but it's not just Angel Reese, Kamilla, and the Chicago team going through this. Skylar Diggins went through it. De'Erica Hamby went through it. Skylar said she was still playing through the whole year, guys. You didn't even know what she was going through when she was pregnant until she just said it that day when she did that interview. You know what I'm saying? Met buckets go through mental health. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you wouldn't know, you look it up. Because see, if I'm gonna like a player, if I'm gonna believe in a player, I'm going back and I'm gonna research what type of player they are. Not just their stats, not just their game. I want to know who you are, what's the type of stuff like you represent. So, like we just gotta let's calm down, vent, do what you gotta do. And a lot of us are vent because we know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, L. And they'd be like, oh, Tyler, she's not playing her best. Of course she's not playing her best. Check the research. Check it. Just because me, everybody, we don't fully understand. Let me tell you something. That's why I love the full court trio. I love the L's. I love the chat. I love all you guys. Because when y'all critique and when y'all talk about these players, you can tell a difference from a faithful fan, a caring fan, and a loving fan to a seasonal fan. You can tell the difference. When y'all critique and y'all be on Angel, Kamilla, or whoever, it's genuine. When y'all speak facts about y'all want Kamilla to do better, y'all want certain players to do better, it's a difference in what you say, how you say, and what you're representing. Coming from the community chat and coming from the people on the panel. But yes, we do. We have to start including their mental health. Why? Why do you think Angel don't want to take those shots? Why does she feel like she can't take those shots? Because listen, if you notice on that court too, if you're not comfortable with me giving me the ball, I don't know if I can be comfortable with shooting a shot. I mean, I know I should be. I know that I can be. And it all goes back to what Shaq said on the pivot. Shaq was like, Angel knows she's great, but do the people around her know she's great? I was annoyed listening to how that man threw her under the bus, knowing full well that he hasn't done his job to ensure she's prepared to step in for sleep. Oh yeah, like, whew. Them egos, them egos sometimes be strong. You know what I'm saying? And then, guys, I'm gonna say this too. Don't think just because you somebody's toilet paper and you listening to them that you both can't be replaced. We can always be replaced, especially if you somebody's toilet paper. They do it all the time. They run that roll out and they go get them a new one. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm thinking is, guys, whoever the head macho is of the Chicago Sky, you're coming in, you're messing with his franchise player. You're messing in that money. Even if it's money over people, you messing with their money. And Kathy, y'all know how she love it. She loves that kind of stuff. Allegedly, she loves that kind of stuff, right? So she getting ready to say something, because wait a minute, I got these teams playing 5 games, and I got the people that won 2, and we can't have no big loss like this. You know they talking. Something's about to give. People say that I'm a great with storytelling, media, branding, entertainment, but if you expect for me to build a house, my greatness won't be seen as much. That's what is happening for Angel. Right, L. Why did I come up? I was thinking about Angel today, and I was gonna say, Angel, if you ever watch this, remember what the wise man did? L, what did the wise man do? I was gonna tell Angel, keep building that house on that rock. No matter what it looks like, keep building that house. It's in Matthew, guys. Keep building that house, because what's going to happen? We're going to see some great things, but it's all in God's timing. It's all in His timing. Yeah, she putting herself. She's putting others before herself. L, me and you know about that kind of thing, putting people before ourselves. And I do that because that's what I'm here to do. knowing that God has my back. So I'm gonna put people before myself. That's just how I am. So when y'all see me like cheering for people, cheering for the chat, asking them what's going on, doing all that great stuff, that's what I'm supposed to do. It's genuine. That's all I know, guys. And some people can take it, and some people be like, wait, whoa. You know, what is this? And that's okay too. And not everybody gonna like it. And that's okay. Not everybody's gonna like our player. Not everybody's gonna like Reese. Not everybody's not gonna like Kamilla. But guess what? You gotta respect them. You gotta respect if they're doing something you never did or you can't do, or you're not out there in that atmosphere at the time that they do. You still gotta respect them, whether you like it or not. Whether you keep making those crazy posts or whatever the case may be. Guess what? They still gonna be standing. Yeah, Patricia, something do. But you know what? Snakes always want to, keep going and doing snaky stuff. But sooner or later, that snake has to settle down. And so, for me, I'm seeing some things too. I'm seeing a lot in these first 7 games. I've seen a lot. I've seen it. I've seen the reactions of some of the players when certain things are said. I see it. How do you not capitalize off of what she did in her rookie season and Arrival? Right, Van. How do you not? How do you not capitalize on that? But it seems like K-Sap said last night, it seemed like he got the whole team regressing, going backwards. You know what's that? And look, and that's what it's like when you come into a new environment, a new season, and everything's changed, and you got different coaches. A child, when they come into a different atmosphere, they gotta adapt to that atmosphere. It's just not gonna happen overnight. But you ain't making it no easier because you're trying to play me right in front of my face. But you telling me something else. I see it, but you know what? I ain't gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be about it. Yeah, I know everybody was like, it's all on social media. They ripping him up. Everybody else is saying it from TikTok. I'm not on the Twitter space, but from the TikTok, they eating him up. And the same thing we've been saying in the chats and y'all been saying on the panel, those people are saying it on TikTok. And one thing about TikTok, when one person go with the flow of saying something, they all go with the flow of saying something. Okay, we gonna get. All right, we got that troll out of here. Guys, K supposed to show me how to do these wrenches, so I will get y'all some wrenches or whatever. We're not gonna entertain that, and nobody's fully blaming the coaching staff, but what y'all say, call a spade a spade. Just keeping it real. Do we think our players can do their best and play a good game? Of course we do. Do we think they need to work on certain skills? Of course they do. But what we not, they can't do but so much when the plays are not ran around them. Like they only can make so much happen on that court. Yeah, she's fighting against a whole system as she continued to fight against the whole system off the court as well. But that's okay. It's all gonna work out for Angel. No matter how they try to do her, no matter how hey Lady J, no matter how they try to come out at her, guess what? Like I told y'all, the guy got for her and that team that want to be there, that want to play their best, they gonna have it. And they ain't gonna be able to stop that. Like I said, you can only be a snake for so long before they cut their head off. You know what I'm saying? But it's like these first 7 games is bad. It is terrible. It is terrible to see. It's storming so bad. I had to look, guys. I was like, the day I woke up, I looked in that mirror. I said, you know what, girl, you so beautiful. Go ahead and do them braids. I had to do some cheer up stuff. They got me up here early on a Sunday, moo coming in and stuff like that. But I had to come up here. It's evident that Tyler wants to be a 3-point team, but there are no point shooters. Big girl, I know. Van said, I believe they're sabotaging too. They sure yeah. They doing some stuff that ain't lining up with the right thing. But you know, I'm telling you, it's a lesson in everything. You know, some stuff had to happen so that we could see that they wrongfully, even though we already knew, let Teaspoon go. Some things had to happen like that, and some things had to happen to where angels get ready to go. You know, if we could grab control of our journeys and do it the way we want it to, I don't know. I still wouldn't think I would be here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that God is, you know, taking control of our journeys and taking step by step with everything or whatever. But they can try to sabotage all they want to. But let me tell you, what's meant to be will be. Yeah, I don't listen to nothing. He said, I don't listen to nothing because I'm not listening to nothing until your actions start lining up. Trade. Well, you know, we all want Angel to trade out. We all want her to go to different teams and stuff like that, you know. And we don't want to see our players and our Angel Reese go through what she's going through. But trust me, guys, God got her back. He's not gonna let Angel fail. He's not. I don't care what they try to come at her with. He's not gonna let them fail. Let the people talk. Let the trolls talk. I don't care. I'm perplexed. Brian said he's perplexed. I just don't know what's happening with the style. Ownership just can't let this continue. Right, Brian? Right. If we could sign something today, let me tell you, they would run out of paper. No, she's not going to leave HBO to Kamilla. Because what we got to remember, guys, is that, and this is another thing, Angel is the only one who can consistently get that ball to Kamilla. Nobody can get that ball to Kamilla like Angel can. And when Angel gets Kamilla that ball, she makes that layup or she makes that shot. Oh, can they L? That's what I was asking last night. Can we are they gonna be able to sign somebody since Luke is gonna be out? Donna, you know how we was on about Teaspoon, Donna. So we already know. That's getting ready to go down. That's right. They are favored. And you know, sometimes stuff come around quicker than you think. Jonathan, they're miserable and live miserable lives. Right. And people, you will run across people like that. They're miserable in their lives and they'll bring it to work. And you know what I'm saying? Oh, well, ain't Mo Jeff still hurt? Who else still hurt on Chicago? Right, Lady J. Right, Patricia. You talk in your game plan. You was like, "Oh, we need to do better about helping her." Okay, put your money where your mouth is. Stop talking out your tail. Like put it where your mouth is and do it. I don't want to hear no more talk. I don't want to hear no more post game stuff. Do it. Oh, it's got to be 3 players. Oh man. Okay. So it's just Sloot and Mojeb. Yeah, because then Sydney played. I thought Sydney was out, but I think she played last night. Okay, got another one in here. Okay, I got that troll out of here. Okay, I thought it was Sydney, but maybe not. Because I think I don't remember her playing last night. She did play last night, L. Okay. You know what? They're too old to be acting this. Jonathan, it don't matter how old people are, they still gonna do it. You know, if a person don't want to change, they're not gonna change. No matter how hard you try to tell them, no matter how hard they know the truth, they're not gonna change until they really want to change. And if they really don't want to change, they not. It's just crazy. I think that last night was the worst game. Oh, and I say that because you didn't have no backup plan. You had no backup plan for these players. Oh, wait a minute. Vandersloot contract is unprotected. Kia Nert's contract is unprotected. Michaela's contract is unprotected. Moves by the sky can be made. I don't think Angel struggled tonight. I think we struggle as a team. It's not about Angel being better for us. It's us being better for Angel. Yeah, he said that. Right, L. He said that, but he's not backing it up with his actions. Right, he is. He don't believe that. It's like it's a tape recorder. He need to do what did Spoon do? I'm quite sure Spoon knew the odds of putting Kennedy Carter in that game like we wanted her to. I know things were probably, I don't know for sure, but I can imagine it might have been hard for her to change the lineup that they wanted her to do, to change in the lineup that overall benefits the team and the team coming together, those that wanted to come together. Even if they were acting up, they still played the game. They didn't even if they probably played around with some of the players, but we still won a lot of them. What comment are you reading? I don't see the comment you're reading. Who, me, L? Oh, Jonathan, big girl. So how was Ari able to play when they only had 2 players out? I don't know. I don't know who. It's somebody else on that team that's out, but I don't know who it is. Or maybe they're not out. Maybe yesterday they weren't out and they just continued later. Tyler knows what to say in front of the camera, so he won't get backlash. Right, but big girl, the thing about it is he know what to say in front of the camera, so he won't get backlash. But when you even got the reporters and the people that interviewed him asking him the type of questions they be asking him, he's still gonna get the backlash because everybody know what he's doing. L, I don't know. I was reading somebody's comment, L. I don't know who it was, but I was reading it somewhere. What did I say? Sydney may be limited time. Oh yeah, that could be too. Oh yeah, I saw that on Threads too. So them coming up with kinds of reasons to justify the hate towards Angel Reese will get them karma in the end. It's Sid, Sophie, and Cece, but Sid came back. Oh, okay. So if Sid came back, they're getting ready to release her. Yeah, I think Brian said Slooping Nurse. I think Brian said that their contracts were unprotected. 11 player roster. A team has to have at least 10 players available. Oh, okay. Okay. Y'all can do better. Y'all can do better. We could get somebody, I'm sure. I know it's got to be a way we could get somebody. Oh, she's scheduled to play Big Girl Tuesday. Oh, never mind. That's another story. They'll be releasing Ari soon on the hardship. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, if Cece coming back and if Sid is on limited minutes, yeah, they will. I think they can, like Patricia said. I think they can. You can do anything. You can make some moves. It's always a way. It's more than one way to skin a cat. So you could figure out something for to help your team out. The front office business decisions continue to prove to be suspect. They didn't make the best moves last year, and they're doing the same again this year. Yep, they are. Oh, okay. So they can keep Ari if they let Timpson go, but I don't think they have enough money to keep her. Maybe she might be willing to take a look. It depends on how the pay cut is. Just to continue to play. Maybe she could do that or whatever and stuff like that. But we need some help. If the Sky waive those 3 players I mentioned, that will bring their roster to 9 available. The rest of the moves has to be made. If the Fever release Ari McDonald, then the Sky needs to pick her up immediately. Oh wait, I forgot. The Sky front office is not that smart. Yeah, something going on that's not right. Because even if you have like your GM and your head coach acting up, what is the head macho in charge? What is he saying? Knowing that him and Reese supposed to be cool or whatever and stuff like that. Hell, you really think they need to release Michaela instead of Michaela playing in him putting Michaela back in her position? He mentioned Kia, it was Nurse, Michaela, and I think he said Bam Bam, I think. Mo Jeff, one of the two. Yes, I know, right, L? They need something, L. We got a game on Tuesday with the Liberty, and it's like all we can do is just go in there and just like really root for our team because we have no idea what's going to go down. Yeah, I think so too. It just was sad to see how you put your eggs into one basket and you had no backup plan. You went back to how we played in that first game. Oh, was it the second game? Shoot, all of the games really. I mean, the coaching decisions haven't been the best. And if it wasn't for the players taking on some stuff themselves on the court, those two games with Dallas, we wouldn't have those either. Okay. But my thing is, guys, why would they want to sabotage a team so bad? What are they benefiting? Because we're not getting no good trades, right? I have to go up and see, and I don't even know. I can't go up and see. Like once it scrolled down, I can't go up and see the players he said. I want to say he said Mo. Oh, Slew. Oh, okay. So it's Slew, Nurse, and Michaela. I don't think they're gonna do it though. Right, they do. They have billions invested in one player, but their egos are too, like they're too strong. Like it's not like they're not willing to budge on none. They know what makes sense, but it's like they're not willing to do it. Oh, if they have plans to sell the team. Thanks, Lady J, because I was curious, like, what are they getting out of this? Because the trades for next year, they done messed that up. So I'm like, what is it? What will come out of it? So I'm glad thanks, Lady J, for answering that for me. That makes a lot of sense. Because if they do have plans to do that, but And that's crazy too, Lady J. If they got plans to do, you would want your team to do great, right? You won't want nobody to invest in a team that's not doing great and like y'all just tanking for real. Like y'all just want the team to tank, not even taking in the players in consideration. This is like, hey, Miss D, our players, this is their life, this is their livelihood, this is what they come to enjoy to bring us some noise and get us riled up and into the game and stuff. This is not a joke to them. This is their job. They got, some like Angel have more than one job, and some of the others they don't. But like K-Step said, it seems like they are regressing, like they going back. Oh, you have to show losses? Okay, well we done showed a lot. I didn't know that. Well, hopefully Tuesday we beat Liberty. We'll have to see what's going on. I think they could if they had the right rotations and stuff in place. It's like we have the players that you could do anything you put your mind to, right? So it's like we have the players, but everybody's off. The connection is not there. He's trying to. He has okay, L. I would say this for the first 7 games, yes. He's trying to do that. She's been doing a little bit, but it's not the Angel we saw last year. It's not the feisty Angel we saw last year. Like he's trying to take the dog out of her, but you can't take the dog out of her. A dog gonna be a dog. You can't take that out of them. You could just see it. Her whole when she get on the court, you could tell outside of all the other stuff she's going through. You could just see it. It's just not the same like when she plays. It's like, okay, I'm gonna get out here and do what's best for my team. That's all I know right now. Yeah, it doesn't. Because it's like this, L. Every time Angel get hyped up, and every time she get on the road, he takes her out the game. If y'all notice that, every time she get fired up and she ready to run, he takes her out the game. Everybody know that when it comes to that, her favorite quarter is usually not her favorite quarter, but that fourth quarter, that's when she really gets some things rocking. Yeah, yes, Miss D, he do got her confused too. That's what I'm saying. You can change player style. You can change different stuff, but you have to go gentle with it. You can't just throw them inside of a cage and say, hey, do all this. I want this done right now, and it's gonna happen. Oh, big girl. I watched that expression you told me to watch, and I watched how when they had a clip at the end of the game and they were all standing over there. Gosh, she had that same reaction like she did with Nola. I kid you not. The same face expression when she was going over there with Nola. Go back and look at I know it's on like TikTok. They'll say somebody posted Angel. They got a close up her at the end of the game or whatever the case may be, and she was around like they were around the coaches. She got that same look. Yeah, they trying to destroy her confidence, but she knows that she's great. And of course it's gonna hit and we're gonna go through the changes or whatever and stuff like that. But Angel gonna be her. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot going on right now. And yes, that will play a part in your game. Yeah, they've been talking about Chicago management for a minute. This ain't something that's just happening. It's just that the fact that they have a good player on their team, and they trying to cut her water off. Right, Donna. You have to have a connection with your players. You have to build a trust with your players, some type of trust with your players. Some type of, hey, I know you can do this on the court, but I'm gonna run the plays for you to be able to do But isn't is the All Star based on us, right? It's based on our votes when we vote, right? Or is somebody else voting with us? Or is it just us voting when it comes to the All Star? Well, I don't know if he's a part of Big Girl, but he was under him. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see. The fans and the media, it's a combination. Coaches, fans, and media. Yeah, exactly. I believe it's by design. Oh my gosh. It's a combination of the fans and the media, and the way the media has been talking about her game isn't good at all. Yeah. D-Wade have a little thing. He a small owner, Big Girl. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens, you know. But it's like, you know, they feel she needs to be humble. You can't look, you know, you can't just all of a sudden come in and try to change a person. And I believe she's gonna come out on top. When you have a Chicago Sky media journalist blaming the Sky's loss on Angel, that speaks for. Well, that journalist, what's her name? Are you talking about the same one that's always done that? What's her name? Is it Julia? Which one you talking about, Elle? Because it's one that she always do that. Every time I come up on something with her, she always have done that. If it wasn't Angel, it was Kennedy. Yeah, they gonna, whether they want to or not, whether whatever they trying to do, like it goes back to what Donna said. You know, our Twin Towers, we gotta, even though they're going through, we gotta trust the process that God gonna work it all out for them. You know, and we know what it is as fans. We know what's going on. The question is, what can we, they're not passing out no petition, they're not passing out nothing we can vote on for this type of stuff. So what can we do as fans? We're going to have to continue to promote the facts over feelings. We're going to have to continue to speak up for her. We're going to have to continue to stand 10 toes down for her. And we got to represent. We just got to keep up. No matter what it looks like, we still got to root for our team. Amen to that person. She don't need to be humble. She's not arrogant. She's not, Miss D. She's very unselfish. She's very unselfish with her team and with play anybody. When you got everybody saying the same thing about Angel, majority of them, and I don't want to hear this. Somebody posted where nobody wants to play with her. Nobody wants to trade her to another team. They don't want her, whatever the case may be. Everybody wants to play with Angel. I guarantee you, the ones that she been going back and forth and been chirping, them the main ones that probably want her on the team. Yeah, the system goes beyond everyday fans and the media. Yeah, when they build a system like that, and it's just like any habit, it's hard to break. It's intentional. It's something they're trying to do, like you guys said, to humble her, to belittle her, because she's young, she's confident, she's a confident, strong, phenomenal Black young lady. She's smart. You know, she's almost a billionaire, and they're not gonna be able to stop that. But they are trying to make an example out of her, out of Shador. They tried it with Coco, but Coco won this year, guys. Check that out too. She won this year. I'm very proud of her, or whatever and stuff. And you know, she had to go through something, you know, to get to where she's at. They didn't go after other best players to run with Angel. Right. And then how you gonna? Oh, Carla Bell. Okay, I'll look into it, L. And Van, you said y'all noticed that they didn't go after other aggressive players to run with Angel. No, they didn't. They had a different agenda. Oh, of course, big girl. Of course she would. Yes, right, Jonathan. Right. It is. Look, you guys are all your takes are all great. You're all on one accord with this. This is intentional. This is sabotaging. She did. And the thing about when Gabby said it, she didn't bite her tongue ill. She said it and she meant what she said. Right. It's all starting to make sense. And let me tell you, they can say, yes, you can go ahead and continue to run Chicago Sky, but Chicago Sky won't ever be the same without an Angel Reese playing in there. Yes, they can replace players. They can find players that can play the same type of game and stuff like that. But Angel is Angel. Jonathan, until they lose, then it'll be Angel's fault according to them, the same way they did Mitchell and Boston last year. It's either Julia, I think it's Julia Poe. She the one that always. Okay, let me check too to make sure. But I think it's her. I don't think she like ever have anything really positive to say. And you can't blame something on one player. Not if we looking at the same games. Not if we looking at the same stuff. Oh, okay. Thanks, L. But yeah, if we all seeing it, then you know it is true. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be careful. We getting hit. We seeing the social media runs with all this stuff, negative, positive. No, L, it's okay. I didn't know for sure. I thought it was Julia, but I remember it was somebody because I ain't gonna say never, but you could just tell that she's not feeling our star player. Wasn't feeling Kennedy. And Van, that right there is what they don't. I mean, not Van, but Jonathan. That right there is what they do not like. She is the motor of that team. And she's the only one that can consistently give that ball to Kamilla. And Kamilla makes her shots. Why would you take that away of something that works? You said you wanted to build a team around them. If you wanted to build a team around them, this is not Luke's team. It's an overall team. It's not just one player's team. You said it was Luke's team. That tells you something. It makes sense that the GM, Marsh, and staff all go because they're falling into the trap. Lady J, I was saying you can only be a person's toilet paper for so long before they get a new role, if they can get a new role. Oh, and Constable was a journalist. She used to work at Chicago Times. Jeff used to Smith Kennedy. Miss D, I think Julia too. I know Annie did, but I know Julia. She has some things like you know how people are gently sarcastic kind of when they talking or when they writing stuff. It shows. Yeah, they want to diminish Angel's presence, but they can't, Van. They can try, but she coming back with a bang. It's a lot for her. It's a lot in these first. It's a lot for the whole team in these first 7 games. It's a lot, and Angel gets hit the most. I don't care what nobody says. She getting hit the most on and off the court. It is going to play a part in your game. Some incredibly tough less passes from the Reese Giants, but forcing things in position. Plus, that weird underhanded bowling pass on the kick out. Yeah, man, he wanted a new face, and the new face you were totally dependent on, and just depending on one person, and you got an overall team. Now what? Salute team, but Kamilla and Angel, the cornerstones, make it make sense. Don't listen to what Tyler said, but his actions. Right, Donna? His actions don't line up with his words. You said during the summer, and when you came along, our main focus is to build around Angel and Kamilla. That's what you said. That's what you said. It's like you barely want to mention them in the post games and stuff. Let me hush. I don't want to get too deep into that or whatever. But some people got a different type of headspace. But I also believe, guys, that I think that he wants to do the right thing, but he feel like he in a position that he can't. If I was in this position and we losing this many games in the beginning, and if I feel like my job is on the line anyway, I might as well go ahead and do the right thing before I leave out. No, I haven't heard anything, on her injury yet. I know, people going around saying what they think, but I haven't seen anything yet. And they may wait to release that. Right. I wonder too. They're not gonna have a choice but to run some plays with our Twin Towers in AA. If they don't, like KSAP said, those discussions privately need to happen. Because, like I said, it's always more than one way to skin a cat. We can work together, and we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to leave a paper trail. We can work this stuff out and make it work. But it's gonna have to. Hey, let's divide this. You got such and such, such and such, such and such. You ain't got to tell them what we doing. Just say I'm here for you. Sometimes the only thing people need to hear is encouragement, and that you got their back, that you want to see the best in them. And Angel can't take, even though I say her energy is top notch for her team, she cannot take it on by herself. If Jeff wants a new face, then let Angel go. But her fans and money go too. I know that's right, big girl. Yeah, yes they do, Van. They have to now because all the other plays ran through Salute. Yes, they do. They have to. They don't have a choice. It's like, guys, it's like watch the receipts, watch the paper trail. What are we looking at when we already said it? When we said when Teaspoon left, Kennedy was going to. They want Angel to go, but they know she's the franchise player, right? But Teaspoon came with Angel, or whatever. So now we're looking at it. Hey, I want to get Teaspoon and Kennedy out. How can we play chess to get someone else out? It's a pattern that they're trying to do. But what they don't know is she built different. What they don't know is it's coming. Change is coming. Enough is enough. Yeah, Lady J. I'm quite sure. But which is sad, because if you got players coming off the bench, they would want to go play and just be having to play off of the bench. But yeah, and it Lady J, like you said, like guys, the business moves in it. It don't matter if a person cool with you or not. When it comes to a business move, hey, sure, I can go over there and do such and such and such. Hey, yeah, I should do such and such and such. But you're gonna have to do this right here. Hey, I know she's great. I know this is a phenomenal player, but hey, this is what I want right here. And this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna completely run all our plays around you. We got you. You got us, we got you. That's what it seemed like. Because this team, it's just they just now we could see the little disconnects last year, but we really see a total complete disconnection with this team. Yeah, some things in life have to be done a little bit different so that we could see, but not like the fans. And we didn't know, Teaspoon needed another year to be able to whip the team into shape. And I guarantee you, if Teaspoon had the same team, we would be winning those games. It'll be a different ball game. We would be winning those games. But Teaspoon would have got them trades up in there. She would have got some good trades, and we would have been nonstop. We would have maybe had a championship team. Hate injury for sleep, but this is going to force Tyler to get back to business at hand. Cinch around the skyscrapers. Yep, it is. Yep, we would. Yeah, we would, Van. Not only that, we still have her, and then we'll have some great players coming off the bench. It would have been off the chain. Yeah, we saw that, Patricia. We saw that, talk about that injury that Captain our leader. We saw all that. Like, that's what I'm saying. When you try to put someone else in leadership, when you try to put someone on top or whatever, when they're not ready or when they're not called for it, some different things may come, may be the outcome of it. Like for Angel, she don't have to be put on no pedestal. It comes, it's natural to her because she's unselfish and she has that gift of, like loving others, putting others before herself. You see it in all the stuff that she does. Yep, what did K-Sal kept saying? Look, we even said that, Lord, those minutes, but they still kept on giving her those minutes. So we got to see what happens on Tuesday and go from there. Julia Pope of Chicago points out Reese and P and Nurse are the only starters on the team averaging more turnovers than assists. About, you know what? We ain't worry about Julia. We can't worry about you, Julia. But thanks, L. See, that's that slick. You know how people say that slick mouth? That's that slick mouth stuff that you do right there. Angel Reese has still accomplished. Even though it's crazy in these games, she still accomplished being the fastest ever in history to reach 500 points and 500 rebounds. Even through all of the adversity, even through all of the storms, she still manages to have something great come out of all of it. How many people do we needs to be hurt? One with a concussion in practice, one with a lower leg injury. Bam Bam and Kia can be sacrificial lambs. Famous Flute is no leader. Brian. Off the bench. Okay. Right. You're right. She's a decent PG. I still remember her throwing the ball away for the handby and doing nothing about the son. 18-0 runs for 22. She worse than Annie. Miss D. She's sneaky. She's sneaky with it when she do it. She's sneaky with it, or whatever. You can't get assists if people are missing their shots. Right. You can't. And that's what I'm saying. You got both of them sitting down at the same time. That could be the time you put them in and they feed off each other. I don't care. It doesn't matter if we at one end or the other end. Whenever Angel had that ball and she needs it to get to Kamilla, it gets to Kamilla. Something has to shake, and it will shake. And it will shake for the benefit of our players. We will continue to encourage them. We will continue to stand 10 toes down for them. We will continue to have their back. I don't know who had a concussion. I don't know. It's an agenda in the organization against Angel. Has to be, Van. Has to be. But it's so crazy. Like Lady J said, unless they trying to sell the company, unless new ownership is gonna come in. It's an agenda they got, but it's not gonna work. I'm gonna speak faith and I'm gonna speak life into this. The same way I did my Redskins. And thank you for JD. I keep saying, thank you for JD5. Jeff don't know what he's doing. Sloot was rotting on the bench, but he made her the leader. Right. Make it make sense, Miss D. Matthew 19:6. What God put together, let no man asunder. God gave Teaspoon a blessing with a head coaching job, and Jeff took that away from her when more blessings were coming and they were blocked. But you know what, Jonathan? Right after Teaspoon left, she got that job in Rival. She's on the she is it's her and someone else. They're part of the New York Liberty too. Or whatever. I think Donna brought that to my attention. I looked it up. So Teaspoon still, he's still making a way for Teaspoon. That's what I'm saying. You can't stop what God put together. God put everything together for a reason. The fish rots from the head. Something strange is going on with ownership. It might be what Lady J was saying. It might be that they're they want to sell the company. Maybe something. Because it don't make any other sense, really, to be honest. And you can humbling people, you can try it and see how it works out. Sometimes it may work out and sometimes it don't. It's different when you have a strong person like Angel. Okay, I thought that you mentioned that someone had a concussion. We have to at least put this out. Okay. Yeah, guys. So it's getting crazy out here. We got a lot of thunderstorms and rain going up in Chicago, but the sunshine is coming. I want you guys to know that. I do want you guys to know I will be going live on Thursday about 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, or whatever, and I will put my thumbnail and everything set up for Thursday ahead of time. And we're just gonna continue to root for our players. We're gonna continue to stand 10 toes down for our Angel. Brian said Bingham has a guaranteed contract. A move involving her waiving can't be made before the All-Star break. Then the Sky owner will be responsible for the last portion of her contract. No, Patricia, I'm not in Chicago. I'm in Georgia. Yeah, what a state, huh? I'm just playing, guys. I'm just playing. I mean, I'm in Georgia now, or whatever and stuff like that. But I'm kind of staying here, kind of, sort of. Now my kid, I've been here for like almost 20 years or whatever. But I do want to be on standby because my daddy is like, you still got it going on. He in his 80s, so if I get called that I need to go to DC, then I'm gonna do that or whatever the case may be. So I'm here for Angel lost without CC there. 4 points had flipped. Okay, let's get Zach out of here. I'm gonna say it again. This is intentional. Yep, it is, and we're gonna see. Michael at the Love Angel, and she will be fine. Jimmy Tyler will be going on after the injuries. Bro, Clyde, you know, we just talking about what's going on. You know, we already know they ain't gonna be able to stop what God got for Angel. Angel gonna be Angel. I don't care what they try to throw in her face. It's just that we have to continue to, even though we know people are strong and they can handle things, we still got to continue to lift them up. We still got to continue to build them up. You know what I'm saying? We still have to continue to pray, not what we want, but what's the right thing. We want all these players to be great. We want all these players to, like, you know, be on one accord. A house divided is going to fall. So, you know, thank you for that great take, bro, Clyde. But, you know, we're gonna stand 10 toes down for our team and stuff like that. But, you know, even a person that's on a team and they know what happens, sooner or later they get tired. So we're gonna, like we said, we got 30-some games left. So we're gonna have to see what happens, and then after that we'll know. We ain't gonna be able to wait till all the games played, but by the 10th game or whatever, we'll know. I know Angel wants to be up from the ground up, but I believe that she's frustrated and over it. I don't see her wanting to stay in Chicago too much longer. This is when, because if we're seeing it, you know they're seeing it. You know her team is seeing it. So you know some discussions are being made, whether that person wants to do it or not. What is the right thing to do? So we're going to see. How do you have Angel and Kamilla Cardoso and don't build a solid team? Right. We seen it in effect last year. We seen it. And I just believe if Spoon was here, we would have seen a totally different version of Kamilla in these first 7 games. Yeah, Miss D, I don't know what they're going to do. We know she wants to, but they don't. Patricia. But you know what? And no, look, when you have a heart in something, it's like, yeah, you pay me this or whatever, and you trying to make all these fake promises, but at the end of the day, you're gonna have to do better. Caterpillar to butterfly, yeah. That sounds about right, Brookline. And she could fly away. When a person, I don't care how strong you are, when a person get tired, especially, I mean, the brothers, y'all speak for you guys, but when a woman get tired, she get tired, and that's it. She getting ready to represent. I trust the process if I saw Marsh being knowledgeable about the game. He's clueless. Right, Lady J? Anything, Lady J. Look, I'm not even the coach of a WNBA team. Even I know the rotations. I don't even break them stats down like Trio and Elle and all you guys do. But I got my eye test. I'm seeing it. I'm like, these rotations are bad. When he switched their positions, when that first game and the first 2 games, I'm like, what is going on? This don't sit right. This don't seem right. From Mick going to a different position, Angel going to a different position, and Kamilla, like, boom. And the fact that you didn't have so much time and you said, hey, we just gonna do this right here. First game, we just gonna do this. Right. The NBA don't have that problem, Elle. They don't. They do not. The WNBA is just so much going on. And the thing is, you got to be willing to do something. Like, you don't have no protection when it comes to your players. You talk a good game, no hate space and all this kind of stuff. but you're not backing it. You're not backing it up. Like, okay, if you feel this way, you feel this decision that you have made or whatever, I need you to add some flavor to it. What are you going to do different? So if this happens, swim casual at the Brick GM. Something has to give, but this is some intentional sabotaging. I want to get my hands dirty all the time type of stuff going on. Like, you didn't even, it's sad because you don't have to be like that. But everybody has their day. Like, when you do stuff like this and you think you can't be touched and keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, your time is going to come where you're not going to have a choice but to either do the right thing or you go do it somewhere else. Right. Them ticket prices are high. I'll take that bad. I'll take that. Brian, don't jump ship. Look, I told you I gotta keep talking about my Redskins. Look, don't jump ship. If you look, we just gotta. I know you're joking, but we just got to see what happens. You know, the players, the encouragement, the podcasts, they need it. They need us. They need those facts and feelings. They need it. The difference from real entrepreneurs and job workers, no disrespect, when you build from the bottom, the foundation has the opportunity to be strong. We are at the bottom. This isn't a quick fix. But Bro Clyde, guess what? I can agree with that, but also add this to it. We don't have to be at the bottom. We at the bottom because it's intentional. We at the bottom because they trying to play some games around here. You know what I'm saying? And think we not watching. They leaving the receipts. As fans, we see the receipts. This ain't something we making up. This is something we seeing in real life. We seeing it on the court. We seeing it in your actions. We seeing the way you talk. It's a paper trail. Since Teaspoon was there, for me, there is a paper trail. Since he let Teaspoon go, there is a bigger paper trail. From when, like El was talking about Gabby, there is a paper trail. The paper trail is getting deeper and deeper when it comes to this organization. Yeah, he doesn't. He don't talk about none of that stuff. He don't talk about what he's trying to do to make it better. None of that. He keep it short and simple. Yep, he talked to look smart. You said that right, Lady J. There's a difference building your foundation on stone and building it on sand. Right. I can agree with that, big girl, too. Yeah, we look, guys. They got to do something. Maybe if we keep on making enough noise, they'll do something. But they ain't gonna stop the show on these YouTube streets. We're gonna keep doing these shows. We're gonna keep doing these podcasts. We're gonna keep standing 10 toes down. Hey, K-Sap. K-Sap, I had to jump up here. You know, I wasn't supposed to be doing my hair, but I had to jump up here from yesterday, or whatever. But yeah, so you know, we see what's going on, and we're just gonna have to continue to just produce the positive content. You know, either way it goes, that positive is gonna outweigh that negative, regardless of what they keep coming up with. And if you, like Elle brought up the reporter, the journalist, if she wants to say that, we're going to come back with some stuff that we did see that was good about Angel in that game and break it down. Don't just look at the game and say, oh, you know, she missed this and they missed this. No, look at the overall game. What did she accomplish? What didn't she accomplish? Why couldn't she accomplish this in the game? You know, or whatever. What's going on? Look at play by play. Look at what they're doing. Is anybody passing the ball? Is anybody getting the ball? Are they making the shots? All them turnovers. Like, look at the turnovers, look at the points, look at the missed points. And because they could have won that game, they still could have won that game. But oh, Bam Bam, you know, keep putting Bam Bam in there, and those rotations, that's gonna happen. Bro, Clyde, we understand about building from the bottom up, and yes, you're right. The first year it is like that. It does take at least 5 years to build a strong team. It does. But this organization that they have going on, I'm sorry to say, it's not it. It's not it. That's not it. They're not trying to build it though. It's a difference in trying to build it and a difference with trying to tear it down. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to tear it down. You know. Yeah, she when you have a whole system against you, the actions and the receipts are speaking. They not trying to build it up. They trying to break it all the way down. And yes, it started with our baby girl, but it's the whole team. It's the whole team. They trying to break down the whole team. Like it's so like no, it's like no connection right now. No connection. AA is a corner. HBL will be a corner piece. And if he plays Maddie and Rebecca right, y'all have a whole team. Well, big girl, we're going to have to see what happens on Tuesday. But you know, we how many games in, and he's very persistent. And what he thinks, and maybe what somebody's telling him to think, I don't know. But we're gonna see. You know, sometimes you gotta be forced to make some changes, but we gotta see if he gonna make those changes. But he cannot sit Angel, Reese, and Kamilla down at the same time. If you know Angel is the one consistently that can get that ball to Kamilla, you can't just sit her down. OKC have been built from bottom for 6 years. SA it took mile 7 with the foul organization. Well, yeah, we understand the building, bro, Clyde. We understand the building of the teams and how long it takes, but they're not trying to build. They're trying to tear their house down, and they trying to take the franchise player with them. The Twin Towers, what you said, what you promised. Let your actions speak louder than what you're saying. All you're doing is a whole bunch of, all they're doing is a whole bunch of talk. I don't want to hear that anymore. Put your actions where you say your mouth is. Stop hiding behind the paper. Stop hiding behind closed doors. You want to be the head macho. You want to be the boss. Then do it. Stop being a little puppy. It's like you're trying to be a pit and you can't. You don't have it. You don't have it in you to do it. They're cowards. Cowards hide behind stuff. They're hiding behind it, and they want this team to fall. The chess moves of them wanting it to fall is showing. This is not something we're making up. This is showing. If they did it, if they were doing it to build the house up, if they wanted to build this house up, then build the freaking house up. Stop giving us this crazy rah-rah noise that you're going to do this. I don't want to hear no more post games. I don't want to hear no more you got protection of these players. I don't want to hear none of that because you don't. Put your money where your mouth is and stop talking all that fake mess. All you're doing is making matters worse because we're not crazy. We're faithful fans. We're going to stand 10 toes down for our players whether they like it or not. We're going to produce this content and these podcasts the right way whether they like it or not. I ain't even supposed to be up here, but this could be my daughter. These could be my daughters, guys. This could be all of our daughters doing what they love, fighting for what they love, and you come into an atmosphere, you come into a place, and you try to completely shut them down. So why wouldn't I have their back? I'm going to have their back 10 toes down because I see what's going on. I see the disconnect. There is no life in it. It's like the life is sucked out of them. You're trying to suck all the life out your players. There's a right way to do stuff, and there's a wrong way to do stuff. You got to be a wise man building that house on the rock. You can't be no play person. And you can act smart, but if you're not wise, that house will not stand. Whatever you're trying to do to build it, if he called himself building it, bro, Claude, it would not be intentional where all of the players, not just one player. Yes, they're making that the main focus because it is what it is. But now you done attach the rest of the players. Put Michaela back in her position. There's no way she lost what she knew last year to now. Put her back. And if you want to change her position, do it gentle, step by step, little by little. You can't expect someone to change a habit without teaching them how to change that habit first. That's what anything in life. So it is said, yes, if they really wanted to build this team, or whatever, then they would do that. But they're trying to destroy this team. This is facts over feelings. This is really what it is. This is what we're seeing. You can't make this up. This is real. So what we're gonna do, since they want to try to play us like that and play in our face like fans, we coming back. Keep producing, Bro Clock. Keep producing that content. If you got to come up here, I don't care how many times a day. Full court trio, keep producing it. L, you keep bringing that knowledge. Brian, you keep spitting facts. Patricia, Big Girl, all y'all keep spitting. Donna, Lady J, speak them facts in the chat. Make that noise on y'all Twitter and TikTok space. We will not be kept quiet. Enough is enough. We're not going to be kept quiet. We're going to make a difference. We're going to put our foot down. We're going to put our money where our mouth is. And we're going to stand 10 toes down. You know why? Because the same way that we want people to have our back and to take up for us is the same way we're going to do for them. And I see it in the chat. I see it in KSAP. I see it in Broclaw. I see it in Keisha. I see it in Key B. I see it in Brooklyn. All of you guys. I don't just follow people and help them, encourage them as they're building their house, just to be building their house. It's gotta be some heart in it. It's gotta be some genuine in it. It gotta be some love in it. That's why I support, because I believe in the process. I believe in the community. I don't believe in tearing someone down to bring someone else up like they're continuing to do. They're trying to break a confident Black woman, and they're not going to be able to do it. I don't care how hard they try. We're going to build her up. She's got a good surrounding in her life. But even at that time, guys, she's only one person. And even, like I said, even the strong people need for people to have their back too. Even the strong people need to have that prayer. And be careful. Don't let them prayers be selfish. Let it be with the same way God got my back. It's the same way I want him to have all these players back, because they deserve it too. You got players, Angel. She's unselfish. She's doing the best she can with this team. You know, so we can't sorry guys. We can't sugarcoat this anymore. Of course we know. We learning, Brooklyn. You got your business. I got mine. Everybody got their businesses that they're taking care of. I have been selling and doing art for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's just now where it's starting to flourish in the way that it needs to flourish. That's because it's a time and a season, and I had to build that house on a rock. You hear me? I had to build it to the point where I said, okay, you know, I'm not going to throw all this away. I'm going to continue to build. Not only am I going to build, I got my stuff over here, and I got my people over here. I'm going to continue to uplift her. I bet y'all be like, how do ADP have all this time to be in the group chats, to be up here, you know, going for us, or believing in us, or, you know, doing the dropping the links and all that kind of stuff? It's mandatory. This is what I do. It's mandatory to lift up your brothers and your sisters. It's mandatory to help them build their house on that rock. Chicago Sky Organization is not building their house on a rock. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't build that house right, it will be destroyed. Don't think these ladies that they're trying to attack gonna be destroyed. No. They're not going to be destroyed. They're coming out on top. I know what it looks like, but we in life, but we're going to have to go through something. We're going to have to go through some stuff, and we may not like how it comes, but we still got to stand. We still got to get up and do whatever we got to do. And the Chicago Sky Organization, they have been doing this for years and years. But when enough is enough, some actions are going to be made, whether they like it or not. Adam Silver is the commissioner of WNBA, as Kathy is just the figure here. Well, you know, Ms. D, they gonna have to either they gonna figure something out or they not. And like Case I was saying, they're gonna have to They're gonna have to yeah, Brooklyn. I love Brooklyn takes L. I'm just saying like it's just sad what we're seeing, or whatever and stuff like that. But yeah, they're gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do. And true ADP, you have to stand even when the storm is coming down on you. Yeah, you do. And it goes back to the grandma prayer. I mean, it's just like we just gotta have it. Really, we just gotta have each other's back, Miss D. And a lot team, like we love this team. We're rooting for this team, so we can't give up on this team, even though we know what's going on in here and what's going on and stuff like that. This is not something that just happened when Angel Reese came. This has been happening. The difference this time is they in full effect with showing it with the teaspoons, the Kennedy, the Angel Reese and stuff. They're in full effect to show it. So now what you now you're trying to be sarcastic with Nurse and Angel now, with what you want to report. Is that what you're trying to do? Like, come on, we got to do better than that. Like, I'm not a coach in the WNBA. I'm not in that organization, but right is right and wrong is wrong. And they got to figure out if they want to do right or if they don't. And if that system continues to break, then you already know what it is. I lost everything to 5 children on earth at the time. I kept on waking up and kept on moving. Management had to be fired. I kept on waking up and kept on moving. Management have to be fired at this point. Broke lot right. Let me tell you guys, and I'm not gonna get too into it because I don't want to have no I probably have it anyway, but let me tell you something. I lost my child, guys. I lost my baby, right? And maybe like 5 months after that, I still went back in there and worked, and I still went in there and taught those kids. So, look, we go through stuff. You talk about some deep stuff. You lose your baby in your arms, and you have to go, and God gives you an assignment to teach 24 kids how to read, write, and pre-K, and you still go in there and not just take care of those kids. You have to take care of the teachers too and have their back. I still had to go do that because that was part of my assignment, and I didn't have to do it. I spoiled them worse. Them babies were so spoiled. I'm telling you. Birthday and Christmas, I made a promise. Like, I already was doing birthday and Christmas with them, but I really did it up. When I bought my student stuff, it wasn't no little Dollar Tree stuff. It was the real deal. All of them. That's what you do. So, bro, Clyde, I'm with you on that. I'm totally with you. I know what it's like where you have to keep moving and you have to keep going. A man without a vision will lose direction, purpose, and ultimate hope. Yeah. And he had to direct me right back to, I was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? I know I got it, but I don't know. But it happened and it was great. So, our girls, they gotta go through the storms, they gotta go through the adversity, they gotta go through everything. And we're just gonna continue to be the great people we are. I love you, Chad. I love you, L, Bro, Clyde, Keisha, K-Sap, the whole chat, because it makes a difference when I can get up here. And I wasn't even supposed to go up here. That's how I know the bond is so strong. This is something K-Sap and Bro Clyde now would do. They'll jump up here and you don't see them go. You didn't see them post talking about they going live. Sometimes they will, and sometimes they don't. You know what I'm saying? But guys, you don't know, like the Donnas, the Lovelies, the Big Girl, and the L's behind closed doors, where they sit. It's a spiritual connection too when it comes to L and with L, Donna, and Big Girl, and so many others. It's a connection in there that you guys don't get to see, where they know who you are. And they send you scriptures that you only talk to the God about. Elle told me, guys, she said, it's no time like the present. If I'm quoting this right, I was like, Elle, well, next month I'm gonna start going live. I'm gonna do this. And she wasn't trying to hear all that. She was like, there's no time like the present. I was like, dang. She had to look, she just shot the gun in my foot, guys. I just, and then with KSAP, let me tell you guys something. People are not gonna look out for you. They're not gonna have your back if you're not willing to be teachable, if you're not willing to do the work. That's what makes this community so strong. Is that when I went to KSAP University, guys, he put me in the trick bag. He let me know that I was overthinking. He ain't bite his tongue, but he said when people understand you and they understand who you are, they know how to take you, right? So he was like, ADP, we're going to go gentle. We're going to do it this way. I want you to take it step by step. You start off doing your 2 to 3 minute videos. You start off like that. Don't worry about going live right now. Don't worry about all that. You know what I'm saying? You start right here. He knew God sent him because he knew where I was at. He knew what to do. Not everybody can be a teacher, and not everybody will be teachable. But I promise you, if you're teachable, people will have your back. They will have your best interest. Thank you for coming on this podcast. Thank you for liking my artwork. Thank you for dropping like little responses to my art, whatever the case may be, guys. Thank you for when I go up there, free ADP. Thank you for everything that you guys are doing. And I just really appreciate it. I thank you for having the time with me, with working with me and stuff like that in the process of me learning. This is why I didn't put myself in a particular box. So it will be sports. It will be life. It will be art. It will be mental health, that I'll be talking about. You never know how I'm coming, but when I come, I'm going to come correct. When I come, I'm going to represent. Now I got it. Before, I'll be sweating. My hands be sweating, guys. I'll be nervous going on that. I was nervous going on KSAP panel and all that kind of stuff. I was sweating and stuff like that. But once you understand your assignment, once you overcome the overthinking, and that's just a distraction. Because guys, every time I was getting ready to go live or do something with my artwork or make a sale, here go the adversity. Here it go. This. You know what I'm saying? But that's kind of part of being a cheerful giver. Cheerful giver don't always mean money. It could be your time. It could be you being obedient to listening to other people and what they believe in. So guys, thank you for coming. I wish you all the best. I want you to have a great Sunday. I will see you on Thursday at 9:30 p.m. We're going to do a report card on the first 8 games. You already know some people suspended and got detention already. So guys, if you want to donate to the channel, my Cash App and Venmo is up there. If you want to donate and just hit a like on this video, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. Have a great week, and I will see you on Thursday. I think the Full Court Trio coming on tomorrow. They will post it. Isaiah 43:2. When you go through deep waters and great trouble, I will be with you. When you go through the rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression. I know that's right, big girl. You say it, because without God, there is no me. Without God, I'm telling you guys, I would not be here. So you guys have a great day. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. KSAP, I got it. Have a great one, guys.